Welcome to Personality Regen, where a whole new you is our business. Are you frustrated by your own shortcomings? Sick of feeling shy? Fed up with losing your temper? It's time to change your mind, and we can help.
Unless you keep the ghost buried, it'll claw its way out from under your skin.
Human beings are addicted to social survival. Fashion, media, language, religion. This is just the next step in our evolution.
And this personality shifting technology, it's now legal.
For widespread human consumption. If I can get the right investors, of course.
And how does it work? Exactly.
Exactly. Hormones. And small molecule epigenetic modulators that are custom made to enhance or suppress the characteristics of the client. But in essence, they get to choose
Exactly what kind of person they want to be when they leave the building. Come with anxiety and leave with confidence. Come in lazy and leave energized. Come in a coward and leave a hero.
And that's how it started, I guess. I was the technician.
Hi there.
And in walked Alex. Hello. Welcome to Personality Regen. My name is Reese. How may I help you today?
I talk too much, or that's what my dad says, and he runs things, so basically that's why I'm here.
Great, let's take some readings and go from there.
Do your thing, techie.
I was still living under the mask of a customer service personality that I bought from the same company I worked for. But it was cracking. Something underneath was coming alive.
So I think I need something professional. Business-like, you know? Maybe a bit sexy, like a naughty librarian, but not too naughty. I do have a future to think about, and not just the fact that I haven't been on a date in 3 years.
We do have one called Capital Charisma. It's goal-oriented, poised, and charming.
I want to use your hiring model. Your interviews, they're unique. You pick people apart. You evaluate and you profile them.
So we want to hire the right people.
I want to hire the wrong people.
I don't follow.
The demand.
Imperfection breeds desire. If you hire a technician that fundamentally lacks the characteristics of the job, rest assured they will fail. But if you give them a shiny new customer service personality and then you bury them in success, they're hooked. Loyal customers and walking billboards easily balance out those pesky operational costs.
Right now, the computer is mapping your mind's elemental makeup. This allows us to tailor a dosage that will enhance your natural assets and reduce flaws.
Natural assets. I only have one. My wizard brain. That's what my dad calls it. It's because I can do math that'll make smoke come out of your ears faster than a calculator. And he needs math gurus on staff, especially in this economy. So that's why he's willing to pay for these treatments till I find the right dose that helps me fit into the company.
Well, I'm confident that Capital Charisma will be the right choice for you.
My last dosage wasn't even 2 months ago. It was supposed to make me ambitious and disciplined heading into exam season. Office Management Pro, that's what they called it. I was hoping it would suppress my flightiness, that's what my dad calls it, flightiness. But I went to one of those one-size-fit-all vendors and basically it just gave me OCD.
I strongly suggest avoiding those kind of vendors. They can have unwanted side effects.
Oh, kidding. I have been a disaster the last 8 weeks. It was a miracle I passed my exams at all, although my apartment's never been cleaner, which is a plus, I suppose.
It was suffocating. 4 years at that job buried under the same personality. Those adjustments aren't something you can turn off and on. It flooded into every corner of my life, every relationship. I became a doormat lover, incapable of passion, apathetic and accommodating. But I'm sure that's what you want to hear, my long list of failures.
And that's how we exploit them.
With a database.
With every bit of information that we harvest from every single customer. I mean, can you imagine the targeted advertising programs you can run when you know exactly how somebody's thinking because you're the one that rewired their brain?
Advertisers love data.
Yeah, you need a hell of a lot of customers to make that kind of information worthwhile.
So we make them with advertising programs that already exist. I mean, they have for years. You wrote half of them. Look, you take a single professional frustrated with the dating scene, assess their flaws. Maybe they're too shy. I don't know, maybe they,
Talk too much.
You direct them to a site, flaunting relationship advice. The site speaks to them, strikes a nerve. In turn, it directs them to another company that will help fix their problems.
And watch the money roll in.
You can do this,
I already do.
and it works.
So well it would make you uncomfortable.
Do you think you can make me quiet?
Like shooting insecure fish in a digital barrel.
Or quieter, at least God knows I need that. Nobody wants to date anyone who can spew on for 15 minutes uninterrupted. Conversation is, by definition, a two-way street. And when my doses seem to wear off, which happens far too quickly, my mind becomes more like a one-way racetrack. I like your hair.
Thanks.
Anyways, the big trick is gonna get me office ready. I hope you're a miracle worker, techie.
It's not a miracle, just science.
Okay, let's do it then. Time to bury motormouth me and make me the perfect corporate accountant.
Is that what you really want?
Is that what I want? I mean, I guess that's a reasonable question, I suppose. Yes, the answer is yes. It'll keep the family peace, and familial harmony is a monumental achievement these days. I believe that, I really do. Is it my ideal job? I mean, it suits my wizard brain fine enough. I always dreamt about doing high-level mathematics, you know, working with astrophysicists, discovering proofs, less economics, game theories, interest rates.
Your calibration is complete.
It is Personality Regen's philosophy that everyone is unique and beautiful, but flaws can prevent others from seeing the best side of you. It's our job to remove what's holding you back so that you can be your perfect self.
Amputating my sarcasm won't make me perfect. And stitching a company-mandated grin on me won't make me a better person. Eventually, the body will reject it like a bad transplant. The program is recommending a rare two-step dose. It will cost extra, is that okay?
Not my money. Is it necessary?
This only happens when the requested personality is substantially different from the patient's natural state. Dose 1 acts as a flattener, giving dose 2 something to build on.
Yeah, so as long as it doesn't affect my wizard brain, that's the only part my dad needs.
Do you ever get a burning feeling, like an itch on the back of your neck?
Yeah, I thought it was a rash. I have a bit of a history of dermatological issues. How'd you know?
It's not a rash.
It's not?
It's what happens when your doses wear off. It's your original personality resurfacing or resurrecting.
Well, that makes so much sense why I can't shut up. It's like my tongue's connected to a generator. My dad says I sound like a teenager with a stuffed nose, and he means it lovingly. I get it, but like, it's kind of unpleasant, especially if it's impossible to turn off.
I like your voice.
What? I mean, you do?
I do.
Oh.
If we get ahead of this, we'll own the market. We'll own the entire population.
You have a planet full of personality junkies.
Slaves.
That's crude.
And accurate.
These systems, they're not networks or addictions or mutually assured slavery.
It's like we're all living in a web.
And the social pressure alone is inescapable.
Every person, every interaction, every bit of business is a strand connected to your identity.
Everybody expects you to have this perfected and curated personality, and you expect the same from everybody else.
You can cut one strand or 100, but 1,000 more will latch onto you.
You're at the same time both master and slave,
It makes you want to escape the web entirely.
shackled to the idea that you can only be true to yourself if you're true to
Your perfect self.
You have two choices. You can let the computer finish its process, after which I'll administer your new personality. I'm very good at my job, and we have the best system around, so there's a good chance this will work.
Okay.
Or you can tell me to stop the procedure and let your dad keep his money. You might not become that high-paid corporate accountant, but I'm willing to bet you'll do just fine. Instead of burying yourself, you'll keep talking with that wonderful voice, and you won't lose that smile in your eyes. And I'll be forced to quit my job and ask you out to dinner. But it's up to you. Do you want me to cancel the procedure?
Yes. Please.
And that's it.
That's our story. Pretty romantic, I'd say. We stuck it to the man, and there is nothing more romantic than sticking it to the man.
Well, I'm sure the man can handle it. I'm just happy that you're so happy.
We are Personality Regen, and a whole new you is our business.